Nothing can take the fun out of time spent outdoors like later discovering that you came in contact with poison ivy. However, if you have had a reaction to it once, you will quickly learn how to avoid it. Poison ivy is most commonly found in moist, wooded areas, but it can also be found in open grasslands, rocky outcroppings, and even in flower beds and around the home. Learning how to identify and control poison ivy is your best defense from exposure to this plant. Poison ivy can take on many forms, from a spreading ground cover to a small upright shrub to a vine with fine aerial roots on the vine that can grow into the canopy of large trees. However, the leaflets will be similar on all forms. The old adage, leaves of three, let it be, is a good place to start. A poison ivy leaf actually has 3 leaflets that form a single leaf. The edge of these leaflets can be smooth to notched, but will not be serrated. Virginia creeper is commonly confused with poison ivy, but it has 5 leaflets per leaf rather than 3, and the leaves are serrated or have evenly spaced teeth along the leaf margins. When poison ivy leaves first appear in the spring, they are glossy and vary in color from reddish to green. Later in the summer, leaves turn dark green and dull rather than glossy. In May to June, it forms clusters of white flowers that are often hidden by the leaves. These develop into grape-like clusters of grayish-white berries in the fall and are a favorite food of many birds. Bird droppings will contain viable poison ivy seeds which contribute to its spread. In the fall, poison ivy leaves turn red. Again, these are easy to confuse with the red leaves on the Virginia creeper vine. All parts of the poison ivy plant, leaves, stems, bark, and roots, contain oily and resinous compounds known as urushiol. They cause a reaction in many, but not all people who come in contact with it. Plants retain the urushiol after the leaves drop or the plant dies, so coming in contact with any part of the plant, live or dead, any time of the year can cause a reaction. Inhaling smoke from burning plants can cause serious, potentially life-threatening respiratory problems. Other animals are not susceptible to poison ivy. However, the fur of pets that have come in contact with poison ivy can transmit the urushiol to humans. If you think you may have been in contact with poison ivy, wash the area thoroughly as soon as possible with soap and cool water. Warm water may cause the resin to penetrate the skin faster. Unfortunately, there is no magic cure, and the rash usually runs its course in 2 weeks or so. Anti-itch creams or lotions can help you get through this period. In case of an extensive reaction, or you know that you are very susceptible to poison ivy, contact your physician. Some very good prescription medications are available that can be taken to control extreme cases of poison ivy. Symptoms begin to appear within a few hours to a couple of days after contacting poison ivy. Your skin may start itching and burning. This is followed by a rash, redness, swelling, and even watery blisters. Contrary to popular belief, the rash from poison ivy is not spread by touching the oozing blisters. The seriousness of your rash will depend on how much toxin you contacted, the degree of your susceptibility, and the length of time it is on your skin. In addition, your sensitivity to the toxin may change with age, and you may become more susceptible to future exposures after having a reaction to it once. Poison ivy is difficult to control. Small plants can be dug or pulled to get the complete root system. If just cut off, they will grow back unless the freshly cut base of the plant is treated with an undiluted herbicide containing glyphosate or triclopyr. These same herbicides can be mixed with water according to the label directions and applied to the foliage anytime during the growing season. One application will not eliminate poison ivy, so a good control program would include an application to the full foliage in the spring, followed by a fall application before the foliage has started to turn color or has been killed by a frost. For more information on poison ivy control, you may purchase a copy of the Guide for Weed Management in Nebraska at your local University of Nebraska-Lincoln Extension office, or download it for free online at the website listed here. This has been John Wilson, UNL Extension Educator.